that should give you some insight, right? Just to give you guys some background, right? Like I'm 6'4", and growing up, obviously at 6'4", most high schools in the States, right? You're one of the bigger guys on your team. And that was me. I was bigger. I was a slower kid coming up. I was a thicker kid coming up. So naturally, I was put more so in the post for, the first 3 years of my high school career. Most of the lovely thing about my middle school coach was that he allowed you, regardless of who you were, to play every position because he wanted to develop you in that way, which was amazing. But still, even then, I played largely in the post as well, just because that was also what I was comfortable with, right? But what I will say, even though I was a post player, my training always was developing other parts of my game, whether it was shooting from the mid range, shooting from the outside, working on my ball handling, working on my quickness, working on my athleticism, playing against better players than me to figure out how to, maneuver on the court when you aren't the best player on the court. And then, my game slowly developed through there. And through that, right, and also in the same time what was happening is I was playing in different systems, right? So I was playing in, full court presses. I was playing in slower paced offenses, right? I was playing in offenses that were largely motion based offenses and just based on continuity. And I was also playing in offense that were largely set based offenses, right? Playing with multiple coaches, figuring it out, learning different systems and learning how to adapt to these systems, right? And for me, that made it so I could be effective on any basketball court, right? Point being, that the way my development was set up and the opportunity to play for multiple coaches who allowed me to play different positions, allow me to explore my skill set and also develop my skill set, allowed me to have just a wide range of skill set. And if there's one thing I give myself credit for, right, I wasn't the best athlete. I wasn't the most talented player at any point in my career, right? Like literally, when I say I wasn't the best athlete, I quite possibly was the worst athlete on every college team I played for. But I started every season, every game outside of like the first 10 games of my freshman season. So that should give you some insight, right? But point being, because of my IQ, because of the way my game developed, I was able to be a malleable player, right? Like I was able to play as a shooter, as a primary scorer, as a mid post scorer, as a trail four spot, right? And score from the perimeter, score from the mid post, be effective guarding multiple positions, all because the way my game, all because the development of my game, the people I had around me, the way that we focus so much on the fundamentals of the game, knowing the game, playing the game the right way, I was able to do all these things that made me a great teammate, to be quite honest with you, right? To not big up myself too much, but to be a great teammate, right?